for the past month or so, what's been keeping me really invested in hip hop has got to be some rap, a good old rap beef, good old rap beef. And for me, it's gonna be Joey Badass versus the West Coast. And so Joey Badass early in the year, I guess in kind of a response to how well the West did last year and TDE, he kind of he had a few bars kind of not dissing the West Coast, but just on some like, yo, if you feel like this is a diss, then jump. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of West Coast artists jumped out the window. You had guys like Ray Vaughn responding, Daylight responding, AZ Cheek responding, and it made for some really, really good diss tracks back and forth where it didn't get too crazy, too personal. It was really good raps. And Joey held on to his own. That 1v20 or that 20v1 that Drake was talking about, that's what Joey Badass actually had to deal with. And he handled his business fair and square. My favorite track out of all of it might have been the finals with pardon me. It was with a battle rapper. Sorry, I'm like blanket with names today. Hold on. But the finals, you had Nixon 6-2, but it was really, really great. It was really, really great what Joey did and so far in this beef.
Yeah, I love Joey Badass. I think he is one of the most underrated rappers of this era, and like he has the albums to back it up, the lyricism, just maybe the one thing that he doesn't have compared to Kendrick in this situation is the mainstream appeal. But if he can get Kendrick to come out of his shell, because he's tried before and it hasn't worked.
Yeah.
I think that would really give Joey a little bit more of a push in conversations as one of the greats, because he's displaying it right now against people who are very good rappers, like we're saying, with Daylight, Ray Vaughn. But Joey, for me, even regardless of whether he's able to get Kendrick out of hiding to respond,
yeah,
Joey deserves credit for lighting a fire under a lot of hip hop and getting people to just compete, making it about music and making it about competitiveness and not making it about the bullshit that all the Drake and Kendrick stuff was about. And
that eventually got you.
Yeah, exactly. Like we were entertained by it, obviously, but that wasn't what the true nature of a rap beef should be. It should just be the competition, the bars. I can out rap your ass. I can make a better song than you. And Joey did that. Joey's been doing that. And I hope he stays on this murderous intent, like for the foreseeable future.
I'm with you, because I feel like people forget how young Joey Badass actually is and where he started in his career with the 1999. And I think we're all kind of waiting for Joey to take that next big step up into mainstream appeal. Even though he has great albums, great projects in his discography. Correct me, it wasn't Nixon 6. It was the track was My Town, where he did it with Loaded Lux, which was fire. Him having that battle rap angle to go up against Daylight, have a little bit of East Coast help, I thought was great. But no, Joey, I really hope he uses this a little bit like how Kendrick was able to do GNX right after this. I really hope we get a new Joey project, because Joey has some great albums in his discography. He has Badass, he has 2000, he has All American Badass. Like he has some really good projects. I really hope he uses this to kind of platform himself. And I'm also, I'll get to the West in a second, but I'm just really happy for whatever Joey did in this beef.
Yeah, and it's cool for, like, as a Joey fan and keeping up with like the pro era stuff, seeing Nick Caution and some of these other guys on Joey's label involved too. It's pretty cool. That it's just, like I said, gotten the best out of everyone on the East Coast and the West Coast. And do you want to talk about Ray Vaughn mostly, because I think
who showed out.
He really, really did. And that's the whole thing I want to take away from this, because while Joey, in my opinion, is the winner of this beef so far,
quite comfortably,
yes, but Ray Vaughn, he came with it. I know that he wasn't the one that Joey Badass was calling out. He wasn't the one that the West declares as their king, as the one that speaks for the West. but Rayvon came and did his absolute best against, like I said, one of the best MCs of our era. And he should definitely be given credit because, again, even though he lost in our eyes and maybe in the eyes of a lot of other hip hop fans, he put on a very, very good showing with the tracks he released. And I was impressed, man. Not knowing much about Rayvon before this beef, uh, I just was impressed, man.
No,
I really don't have anything else to say.
No, you're not wrong. Rayvon operated great in this whole beef, and TDE, I think he trial by fire. TDE might have another one in Rayvon if they can really, really kind of build him up, because this is great for him. Even if he was on the losing end of it, I think he definitely held his own. I think now Daylight, guys like Daylight, I don't think he did the greatest. AZ Cheek, I loved his track, but now that Joey started calling him ass cheeks, I'm like, damn, he kind of cleared him up. It's like the Metro drop and give me 50 line. He kind of cleared him up real quick with that line right there. And I wonder, do you think it's time for the big boys in TDE to step in? And it don't have to be Kendrick, right? Because we can talk in a second if we think Kendrick's going to be the one to, if Kendrick's going to eventually address Joey Badass. But do you think some of the OGs, do you think a J-Rock, a Schoolboy? I know Ab Soul responded, which I was kind of a little disappointed in his track and his Red Bull freestyle, even though it was good. Do you think that the OG TDE boys respond?
I mean, the way that Joey's spitting right now, I don't know if they want the smoke.
You don't think J-Rock and Schoolboy can rock with Joey?
Maybe J-Rock. Do you think Schoolboy Q wants that smoke?
Yeah. Yes.
You think so?
Yes.
Right. Well, yes. Hey, he's been pretty quiet, and I'm just saying they've all been pretty quiet so far. So I don't know. Joey's been calling out everybody, and again, just trying to get a rise out of these TDE. The OGs,
the elder
right?
statements.
Yeah, the elder statesmen. I didn't want to say that because that sounds fucked up. But the OGs of TDE, get them out of their shells, get them to come out, respond, come shoot.
I think they will. I think Joey has at least earned the right for one of them. I know Ab responded, but I think a real response out of one of them, he for sure. I think Kendrick responds to Joey. Now, do I think we get a full diss track from Kendrick? No, I don't. But I think, and if the past 18 months has told us anything about Kendrick Lamar, is he listens and he sees a lot more stuff than we think he does. Because there's a lot of times throughout that whole Drake back and forth where we didn't think Kendrick knew certain things about Drake, or he was paying attention to the drama or to the headlines. And Kendrick was very much in tune to what was happening. Yeah. And I think Kendrick is very in tune to what was happening between him, Rayvon, Daylight, and everybody. And I think the next time we hear Kendrick Lamar, he's going to have a bar or two towards Joey. Now, do I think he's going to go full out diss towards Joey? No. I think it's how do I say this without demeaning Joey? Joey's not near the level of star that Kendrick is, so Kendrick can kind of little bro him the way that Joey little broed Rayvon, AZ Cheek, that he won't be able to do with Kendrick. So I think it's one of those things where it's like, if Kendrick stoops down to Joey's level, it's gonna, that's when it's gonna get maybe a little muddy, because Joey showed off his really good versatility, rapping on both East Coast and West Coast beats. That I think if Kendrick is smart, that I think he is, I think he's gonna throw a few lines here and there, but he's not gonna give him a full diss back and forth.
See, that's what Joey wants, though. He wants the full song,
and he should. You know how good that would be for Joey if Kendrick jumped out the window fully. Yeah, I think that'd be great for him.
I don't see why he wouldn't, man. And Kendrick, for a lot of the shit he talks, man, the control verse, all the shit about I'm the greatest. When it finally comes time to prove yourself against someone not named Drake, where are you, K-Dot?
Don't do that. Like, why not Drake? Like, Drake ain't one of the greatest ever. See, that's what we gotta go do. But I'm with you, though.
Hold on. Are we on different? Are we on in agreement that the tier of rapper Joey Badass and Drake are completely different, right?
I think we have it different, but I don't think you're gonna like what I'm saying. I think Drake is a better rapper than Joey Badass.
Shut up, dude! Don't say that.
Think he is. Don't play with. See, we're not gonna do this revisionist history with Aubrey. We're not gonna do this.
Drake and I'm not even an artist. I'm not.
He's also a better rapper than Joey Badass. Joey Badass is He is. He is. Joey Badass is a really
Does
good
he even
rapper.
write his own
Don't do
songs?
that. Don't do that. Don't do that. The timestamps exist. Don't do that. Don't do that. But I do. But I do. Like I said, if I'm Joey, I keep going. I keep poking and prodding. If I get J Rock, I get Q to hop out the window. Then cool. But I want Dot. I want Dot more than anybody. I just don't think Dot's gonna go fully. I think the next time we hear Dot, like after the tour, maybe on a GNX Deluxe, I think we're gonna get that GNX Deluxe probably at the end of the year. I really think that he's gonna have a few bars towards Joey. I just don't think he's hopping in the studio right now doing them big ass stadium tours, because I went to that Kendrick show, Kendrick and Scissor show, and it was great. But boy, was Kendrick working on that show. Oh my goodness. It was a great show. So I just don't see him having the time to go do that big ass stadium tour and then go hop in the booth for an hour or whatever it takes for him to write some bars towards Joey Badass. Nah, I don't see him doing that.
Hey, well, it'll be interesting to see, man, because I personally would like to see, like you said, Joey continue to poke the bear, try to get a rise out of the elder statesman of TDE, but I don't know. I guess time will tell, because Joey made quick work. I wouldn't say quick work, but he made work of the rest of those guys that were coming after him. So
Yeah,
I think it would be exciting.